Hi everyone, this is Anurag. Today in this session we are going to see about installation of Linux operating system. Okay, think that this is our system, operating system. In this operating system I want to install virtual machine, VirtualBox software. Okay, when we install this VirtualBox software, from that we can create one more operating system. Okay, that is, by using this VirtualBox we will create a virtual machine. In that virtual machine we will install another operating system. Okay, so this we can call as main machine, and this we can call as virtual machine. Okay, by installing this VirtualBox we can create this virtual machine. Okay, we have created this virtual machine. This is present in this system only. Okay, virtual machine. So what we will do, in this virtual machine we will install Linux operating system. Okay, already in our main machine some Windows or Linux, some other operating system is installed. We can, in that same machine itself, we can install one more operating system by using this VirtualBox software. Okay, in this we will see how to install Linux operating system, then how to set IP address for virtual machine, and then we will see how to make full screen of virtual machine in this session. Okay, so let us see the demo session now. So if you see, this virtual machine is present in this main machine itself. For example, for main machine there exists 4 GB RAM. Then resources will be shared between this virtual machine and main machine. For example, 2 GB RAM is given to main machine and 2 GB RAM is given to virtual machine. Okay, when this is RAM. Okay, when this virtual machine is closed, this 2 GB is given back to main machine itself. That means when both main machine and virtual machine are running simultaneously, then resources will be shared. That means RAM will be 2 GB for main machine, 2 GB for virtual machine. When virtual machine is closed, okay, then main machine will get 4 GB RAM. Main machine can use 4 GB RAM. Understood the concept, right? Similarly, for example, we are having hard disk 500 GB. Okay, depending upon our requirement we can share the resources. For example, 300 GB for main machine and 200 GB for virtual machine. Okay, like this we will share the resources between main machine and virtual machine. Okay, we will see how to share these resources, how virtual machine works and how main machine works. Okay, so see this one. This is my main machine. In this machine I have already installed Linux operating system. Now I want to install one more Linux operating system in this machine. That means first of all we need to install VirtualBox. I have already installed VirtualBox in this machine. Okay, so first of all come to applications, go to system tools, and then go to Oracle VirtualBox, VMbox. Okay, this is a software. I have already created these many machines. See, all these machines are powered off. That means at that time when we are creating, suppose we have assigned 4 GB RAM for this. When this virtual machine is up and running, that 4 GB RAM will be used. Okay, but all these virtual machines, if you see, all these virtual machines are closed now. I want to create one more virtual machine. How can you create? Click on new. It is asking to specify the name for operating system. I am giving operating system name as Linux. Okay, Linux. The type of the name you can give anything. Okay, type of operating system you want to install, Windows, Linux, Solaris, what you want you can specify. Here I am specifying Linux operating system. Then version, which version it should support? Oracle 64-bit version we are specifying. You can select any version. Okay, but when we are installing this Linux operating system to support this Oracle 64-bit software, so we have given Oracle 64-bit version. Next, here we need to specify the RAM size. We are having approximately 16 GB RAM. Here I am mentioning 4 GB RAM for this virtual machine. That means when main machine and virtual machine both are running simultaneously, 4 GB RAM will be taken by this virtual machine and remaining RAM will be used by main machine. Okay, here I am specifying 4 GB RAM. Next, create a virtual hard drive. For this virtual machine, virtual RAM is needed, virtual hard drive is needed. Virtual RAM we have given the size 4 GB. Similarly, for this hard drive, I want to specify some size. Okay, virtual hard drive. In that, this virtual hard drive is stored in the form of VDI file. Next, dynamically allocated and fixed size. Dynamically allocated means, see this, here you can see what is meant by dynamically allocated. Okay, that means fixed size means space will not be released back even though the machine is closed. Dynamically allocated means space will be released when the main machine is closed. Okay, what space? Free space only, not the user space. Next, so I am specifying here in which location I want to store this VDI file. In disk 11 I want to store. Why? Because in disk 11 so much amount of free space is there. Okay, disk 1 linux.vdi. I am giving the size as minimum 60 GB. Minimum 60 GB giving is good practice. For our practice purpose 60 GB is enough. Okay, you can give, depend upon your requirement, you can give 120, 180, 200 GB also. Okay, create. Machine is created, just a empty machine is created. In this machine now we need to install Linux operating system. Okay, so click on start. So empty machine, virtual machine is created. In this I want to install Linux operating system. So first of all we need to specify Linux operating system file. So this is the software, Linux operating system software. This is present in stage. I am directly using this. See, you can install operating system in two methods. One is by using a CD, or directly if you have software in the machine you can directly use the software. Okay, start. So it is asking you want to install operating system, Linux operating system, in which mode you want to install. If you want to install in graphical mode, just press enter. If you want to install in text mode, then you should give Linux text enter. Okay, I want to just install in graphical user interface method. Graphical user interface method means a window will appear, click on next, another window will appear, click on next, that format. Okay, now so it is asking if you want to install this software from CD. From CD, if you are installing this operating system software, then you should perform CD media test. If you are installing through a inbuilt software, no need to perform any test. Already we are installing this operating system by using Linux software, which is already present in our main machine. So no need to perform any CD media test. So skip this test. Then so it is the welcome page. If you want to see anything about this Linux operating system, you can click on release notes. Okay, so here I want to install operating system, so click next. In which language you want to perform the installation process? Obviously in English language. Okay, English language, yes. Then it is asking for us remove Linux partitions on selected drive and create default layout. See, we have specified 60 GB hard disk. Okay, for our virtual drive, virtual hard disk, we have assigned 60 GB. In this 60 GB we need to perform partitioning. Partition can be created by default. If you select this create default layout, no, if you want to perform partitioning of our own, click on create custom layout. That means we want to partition that 60 GB hard disk. Okay, click on next. See, empty 60 GB hard disk is there. We need to perform partitioning. So click on new to make a new partition. First we need to specify mount point. This is the primary thing from which all partitions are get separated. All directories are separated from mount point. So we need to specify mount point. Okay, this is 10,000 GB. It is showing in MBs. 10,000 MB means 10 GB. This is fixed size. Okay, click on Next. Now I want to perform one more partitioning. See, I want to specify swap. What is swap? Swap is a virtual, acts as a virtual memory. That means when our actual RAM is filled with data, then the next data which is going to be processed is stored in swap. So that swap acts as a placeholder, okay, to improve the performance. So I am specifying here swap. Size I am mentioning approximately double the size of the RAM. Double the size of the RAM. I have given RAM as 4 GB. Here we need to give as 8 GB, but it is not mandatory that we should give exactly exactly double the size of the RAM. Okay, so I am giving 6 GB. Next, I want to create one more partition called as stage. Stage, for this I am giving 15 GB. What is stage? Generally we will store all the softwares in a particular partition called as stage. Okay, can't we store these softwares in any other location? Yes, we can store, but our convenience we are storing all the softwares in one particular directory each. So that is stage. Now Aura-eng, in this Aura-eng directory we will store all the unbundled Oracle software, that means installation files of Oracle software. I am creating here only one disk, okay, disk 1, depending upon your size. If you are 200 GB hard disk you have allocated, you can make any number of disk. Okay, here I am filling to maximum allowable size, that means entire remaining free space will be given for disk 1. Okay, and that's it. Disk 1 got 15437 megabytes. Now click on next. So we have successfully partitioned the 60 GB hard disk, virtual hard disk. So it is asking for grub bootloader for booting purpose. Okay, click on next. Now we want to set the host name for this machine. Every machine will have a host name and IP address. Those things we need to mention here. Okay, so I am mentioning here db120.dbatech.com. This is the host machine I am specifying. So we can give any host machine, that should be in the format host.domain.com. Okay, click on next. We need to set the IP address, that I will show you. So we need to set the time zone for this virtual machine. I am mentioning Asia, Kolkata. Okay, click on next. Root password I am mentioning hello 123. We can give any password for the root user. Okay, you can specify the root password here itself. Okay, now apart from this installation, which applications or which tasks this system should support? I am giving software development. Next, now this is the last page. When we click on this, our actual installation will start. When installation starts, what it is doing, it's first of all formatting the partitions into OS blocks. By default OS block size is 512 bytes. Okay, so first formatting will occur, then installation will start. With that, installation will be completed. After that, few remaining steps will be there. We will see those steps also. Okay, so it is showing starting installation process. This is Oracle Enterprise Edition OEL version 5.4. Okay, okay, see, now installation is started. It will take few minutes. This installation will take 6 minutes. Okay, meanwhile let us see how to send software from virtual machine to main machine. Okay, so this is my main machine. This is a virtual machine. Okay, in our main machine we are having some softwares. For example, Oracle software is present in our main machine. We have installed Linux operating system in this virtual machine. Now I want to install in this Linux operating system Oracle software. To install Oracle software in this machine, Oracle software should be present. By using the raw software we can install the product. Okay, so the software should be sent from main machine to virtual machine. So to send this we need to perform a query. Okay, and in one more thing is, in this virtual machine there will be something called as in network attached to should be changed to bridged adapter. Then only software we can send from main machine to virtual machine. To send the software from main machine to the virtual machine we use one command, that is secure copy. How to send that? Let us see. cp space -rp. For example, a software we are sending, a database. We can send like this: 192.168.1.120 stage. That means we SCP, secured copy. These are the options. We want to send this database directory to this machine's stage directory. Okay, our Linux software is present in the form of 2 zip files. We need to unzip the 2 zip files, then we will get a directory called as database. How to send the software from main machine to virtual machine also we will see in our session now. Okay, if you see here, still 2 minutes are there to complete this installation. After the completion of this installation, few remaining steps are there. With that, Linux operating system installation will be completed. Later we will see how to make full screen and also how to set the IP address. So it's going to be completed. So our installation is completed. Now perform rebooting. Okay, rebooting of the system. Now again it will take few seconds. Now what I will do means, 1 minute, go to view, switch to full screen, We have mentioned the host name, but we have not mentioned the IP address. Now first we will see how to make it full screen and then we will set the IP address. Okay, so first a few steps are there to complete the installation. Forward, welcome page. Click on forward. Accept license agreement. Now what is this firewall? You can use a firewall to allow access specific users on your specific services on your computer. Okay, if some services you want to stop and some services you want to allow, you should enable a firewall. Now for our practice purpose we will allow all the services, hence disable a firewall. Click on next. Forward. Okay, yes. Then security enhanced Linux, this is also not required. This is required for security purpose. For our practice purpose no need of this. So click on disable that one. Then forward, set the date and time. Forward, create a user. Forward, it is asking don't you want to create a user? Not needed, we can create later, hence continue. Sound card, additional features for this operating system. Finish. Okay, with this our Linux operating system installation is completed. Now let us see how to make it full screen. See, if you see, it is coming only in half screen, not in the full screen. I want to make it full screen. How it should come in full screen? Let us see. It is asking for the username. Username is root. Password we have given as hello123. Okay. Now open a terminal. Now come to devices. Okay. See, this arrow mark will not come out. To make this arrow mark to come out, press right side control button on your keyboard. Okay. Come to devices, install guest additions. Okay. To make a full screen, we need to install some guest additions. Why we need to install? Let us see. When we install these guest additions, they will be, 1 minute, in media directory. Media is device, sorry, cd space media. Okay, media is a device directory where whatever directories or any devices which you are attached to this virtual machine or any Linux operating system, those will be recognized as device directories represented in media. If you see, if you go a directory called vbox additions came, I went into this directory by using the cd command. Now see the contents, this many scripts are there. If you want to make full screen for Solaris operating system, you should install this. You should run this Solaris additions. If you want to full screen this Windows machine, if it is a Windows, if you are installing Windows machine, run this script. But we have installed Linux operating system. We want to make full screen for this machine. So vbox Linux additions, run that one. sh space vbox Linux addition, vbox Linux additions dot run. Run this one. So it is installing graphical libraries, etc. Now, as a part of this full screen, use this command. Why? Let us see. vbox add setup for the setup of vbox Linux additions. Okay, we need to run this one. Now restart your machine. Init 6. When you restart, previously it is displaying only in half screen. Now it will come in full screen. Okay, full screen in the sense like this. Okay, all these things. Otherwise it will come only this much size. Okay, if you make it full screen, it will come in the full size. Okay. See, it came in full screen. Okay. Now give the root username as root, password is hello123. Now it came in full screen. Now how to set the IP address? First, how to check the IP address? Host name space -i. This shows the IP address. Sorry, command not found. Host name, spelling was wrong previously. Host name space -i. IP address was not set for this operating system. If you want to see the operating system name, you can see like this, but IP address is not set. To set the IP address, give the command neat. Okay, in that already something we have done. Click on edit. Okay, or it is by default option is automatically set the IP address. No, statically we want to set the IP address. So mention like this 192.168.1.120 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. What is meant by this? This is a subnet mask for networking. Okay, you will see this in networking. Click on OK. Next, come to host. Click a new. Here again we need to give IP address, host name, alias name. This is as a part of host name entry 192.168.1.120. This is the IP address we have mentioned. Okay, same thing you have what you have mentioned in devices you should mention here. Okay, host name db120.dbatech.com. See, 192.168.1 is common. This last 3 letters is your wish. You can give anything, any name for your machine, but what you have mentioned here, same you should mention in devices also. Okay, alias name I am giving 120. What is alias name? Instead of calling with a big name, every time calling with db120.dbatech.com, I just call by using db120. Okay, click on OK. Okay, IP address was also configured. Now save this one. You can press Ctrl S. Now to save this configuration, you should restart your network. Okay, we will restart. Then quit from this. Quit. Okay, we need to restart our network. To restart the network, service network restart, so that these network configurations will come into effect. Apart from this neat, there is one more called as host file. This host file is present in hosts. Host file is present in etc directory. Let us open that one. Okay, in that there is something db120, it is there. Remove all these things. Okay, if you won't remove this, if you won't remove this, our IP address, it will display only 127, this one, not this one which we have configured now. Okay, click on save and exit. Next, perform service network restart. Okay, not needed, but better to perform once again. Now check for the host name space -i. A small mistake is there, just a minute. So neat so okay, IP address is okay. Then the thing here is we have given dbtech.com. So here also we should mention that dbtech.com. Okay, come to devices, here also mention this. Okay, so I have configured this. Ctrl S, Alt O, Ctrl Q to save. Now perform service network restart. The thing is, one in some part it is, in some location it is there db120.dbtech.com. I have mentioned dbatech.com. That was the small error. Host name space -i. Our IP address was set. Understood, right? We need to specify the host name, host IP address in 2 locations same. If you mention it differently, it will throw the above error, host name lookup failure. Understood, right? This is how we set the IP address. Okay, now go to stage. To go into any directory, we give cd, change directory. If you see contents, nothing is there. Okay, now let us see how to send a software from main machine to the virtual machine. Okay, so what I will do, open Oracle VirtualBox Manager. In that, go to settings. In settings, go to network, as we have already seen. Attach it to is NAT, change it to bridge adapter. Click on OK. Next, here a database, some directory called as database is there, and this 54 directory is also there. I want to send this two directories to main machine, virtual machine. How can I send? So I will send like this: scp space hyphen rp 54 space database. I'm sending to 192.168.1.120. This machines, a machine with 120 IP address, to that stage location. It is asking, are you sure you want to send the software? Yes, I want to send the software. It is asking for the password. Specify the password, hello 123. So if you see, two softwares, that is two directories, 54 and database, are getting transferred to our main machine. Virtual machine. Come to virtual machine. Previously it is not showing lost and found, nothing is there. But if you see the contents, 54 and database came. Understood, right? Like this, we can send a software from main machine to virtual machine. Okay, this completes our Linux operating system installation. Okay, our session is completed. In our next session, we will see how to install Linux operating system in this virtual machine. Okay, thanks for watching this video.